Om Sri Sai Ram. In this session, we will continue few more problems on approximation. But before we proceed to the problems, let us recollect the formula and also try understanding the terms which we are using in the formula. The formula which we have found was f of x plus delta x is equal to f of x plus dy by dx into delta x. Now, what does this f of x means? It is nothing but a function which we generally call it y is equal to f of x. When there is small increment in x, which we generally represent as delta x, there will be simultaneously small increment in y also, which we call it y plus delta y, and this is nothing but f of x plus delta x. So, delta x and delta y are the increments in the variables x and y. X is called independent variable, y is called dependent variable. Not necessary that only y should be dependent variable. If the function is expressed x in terms of y, x becomes dependent variable and y becomes independent variable. Then what is dx? Dx is nothing but differential of x. Dx is known as differential. In the same manner, dy is called differential of y. Recollect the diagram. In the diagram, there was a secant and there was a tangent. We found that dx and delta x were equal, but there was height difference between dy and delta y. When p and q come closer to each other, this delta y and dy approximately they will be equal. That is what we are trying to find out by using the formula. So, f of x plus delta x, remember f of x plus delta x is the problem. It can be square root, it can be cube root, it can be 10th root, it can be any root. This is what we want to find out. F of x is the same function with a known value. If it is 36.01, you are finding square root. We know the square root of 36, so 36 becomes x. 32 to the power, 32.15 to the power 1 by 5. 32 to the power 1 by 5 we know as 2, so 32 becomes x. Whatever is other than that becomes delta x. So, in that particular manner, we using this particular formula, we can find the approximate values. Now, we want to learn how this approximation can also help us in finding out approximate errors. If there is small error in the measurement of length, it automatically affects the area, and much more it affects the volume. Suppose you are measuring, you are finding out the volume of a cube. If you have done small error in measuring the length of the edge, which we call it L, simultaneously it affects the surface area, it will also affect the volume. We want to find out what is the approximate error which can occur in others, that is in surface areas and volumes, if there is an error in measurement of length of one side. Let us see some problems based upon that. So, we come to the problem. Third problem of the exercise. Or before we go to those problems, there are few more problems we will just see. He says find the approximate value. This is the third problem of the textbook. Find the approximate value of f of 5.001, where f of x is equal to x cube minus 7x square plus 15. He has given the function and he is asking us to find out the approximate value of f of 5.001. What we should take as x? As I mentioned to you, this is our problem. F of x plus delta x is the problem. What should be x? X should be 5. So, let x is equal to 5, comma, delta x is equal to 0.001. So, in the formula, we are finding out f of 5.001, which will be equal to f of 5. Since f of x is known, you can find out f of 5. Wherever x comes, write 5. 5 cube minus 7 into 5 square plus 15. 5 cube 125. 5 5s are 25, 7s are 175 plus 15 is equal to minus 35. This is the value of f of 5. What else you need? We require dy by dx, that is f dash x. Find out what is f dash x. F dash x is nothing but dy by dx. Find out the derivative. 3x square minus 14x plus 0. X cube derivative is 3x square, x square derivative is 2x, so minus 14x. Now find out this particular value when x is 5, because dy by dx actually we need to find out by substituting x. So, f dash 5 is nothing but dy by dx at x equal to 5 is equal to 3 into 5 square minus 14 into 5. 5 square is 25, 25 3s are 75, minus 70 equal to 5. We know all the values, substitute the values. F of x plus delta x. If f of x is the given function, we want to find out f of x plus delta x. We assumed that x is 5. So, f of x plus delta x is the problem. F of 5.001 is equal to f of x. What is f of x? Is the function, and by taking x equal to 5, we found that its value is minus 35, plus dy by dx at x equal to 5, we found it as 5 into delta x. What is delta x? Delta x is 0.001. Observe carefully. F of x is given as x cube minus 7x square plus 15. We want to find out f of 5.001. So, we said x should be 5, the remaining should be delta x. So, we found out f5 by substituting x equal to 5, 5 cube minus 7 into 5 square plus 15, 25 7s are 175, 5 cube is 125 plus 15, the answer is minus 35. Then f dash x we have found out by derivative, and we also found out its value, substituted the value, simplify, you get the answer. So, what is the answer? Minus 35 plus multiply with 5, it will become 0.005. So, it is minus 34.995 is the answer. Is this clear? You may be wondering why the answer is negative. He didn't say that x should be the answer will come positive because the function has got positive and negative terms both. So the answer can be anything. So we got the answer minus 34.995. So once again, you find that the procedure is same, formula is same, only the numbers keep changing and we find the things. Let us go to the next problem. Fifth problem. Find the approximate change. Yes, this is an application problem based upon mensuration. He says, find the approximate change in the surface area of a cube. Surface area of a cube. So what is the function? Surface area is equal to surface area of a cube. How many surfaces cube has got? 6 surfaces. Each surface is a square. 6 surfaces, so we can say 6x square, where x is length of one side. If you take length of one side as x, surface area of cube is s equal to 6x square. And what does he say? He says, find the approximate change in the surface area. How surface area will change if side which is x meter caused by decreased the side by 1%. Means, let us say the length of the side was 5 meters. While measuring, there was an error of 1%. Delta x is how much? 1% of x. Okay. So, error in length is 1% of x. So, when you are doing 1% error in the length, how much it will affect the surface area? That is our question. Okay. So, the function is what? S equal to 6x square. This s is nothing but f of x. F of x is this. Can we find out f dash x? Yes. What is f dash x? 12x. What is that we want to find out? If we say the error in the length can be taken as delta x. Why? Because that is the change. Instead of measuring it as x, he has measured x with this small error x by 100. So that is delta x. So we know delta x, we know f dash x, we know f of x, and all other things are known. We need to find out error in surface area. We want to find out delta s. Delta x is known. We want to find out delta s. How do you find? Very simple it is. You don't even need to apply the formula. How? We can say that delta s is equal to ds by dx into delta x. What is ds by dx? We have already found out f dash x. Fx is 6x, sorry, yeah, f dash x is 12x. So 12x into delta x. How much is the delta x? X by 100. Simplify it. So it will become 12 by 100 x square. In other terms, 0.12 x square. Centimeter square is the unit. In other terms, we can say if there was an error of 1% in measuring the length of one side of a cube, there is going to be 12%. 12 by 100 is nothing but 12% error in calculating the area. You can imagine the risk in taking the values. If you do a mistake of 1% in measuring the length, the area is going to differ by 12%, and if it is volume, it will be much more huge. So, whenever we are measuring, it is necessary that we measure the distances very precisely without doing any error. We move to the next problem, and the problem is very similar. S is equal to this formula. We got the value 12 by 100 x square. X square, we know that it is area. So, in other terms, we can say it is going to be 12% in the area. Error in surface area is 12% than the original. It can be positive, it can be negative, it depends upon whether you did a mistake. Now, let us say the original length was 5 meters and you have done a mistake of 0.1 taking extra or 1% extra plus. So, it will cost 12% extra in calculating area. If it is minus, similarly it will change. So, the answer is 0.12 square meters. 0.12 into x square. This is the error, and then we say x square meters. We will move on to the next problem. And this problem is going to be the last problem on approximation, which we are going to discuss. Remaining few problems which we have not discussed, we expect you to do it on your own, because they are more or less similar to whatever we have done. So, come to the 7th problem. He says, if the radius of a sphere is measured 9 meters with an error of 0.03 meters, radius he has measured it as 9 meters, and he says while measuring, you can call it R actually, while measuring he did an error. What is the error? 0.03. So, we can say that delta R is equal to 0.03. He says find the approximate error in calculating its surface area. Surface area of what? Surface area of sphere. What is the formula for surface area of sphere? Let us say, since it is area, if we are going to call it A is equal to 4 pi r square. This is the formula for surface area. Sphere has got only one surface. Whether you call it total surface, whether you call it curved surface, whether you call it circular surface, there is only one surface, and the formula is 4 pi r square. Now, we want to find out approximately how much the surface area will differ. What will be the error in measuring surface area if the radius was measured 0.03 meters error? So, come to this, we want to find out dA by dr. So, first find out dA by dr, calculating, it will become 8 pi r. How do you find out delta A? Delta A is equal to dA by dr into delta r. How much is dA by dr? 8 pi r. Substitute the value of r. R is how much? 9 meters. And how much is delta? Not x, delta r. How much is delta r? It is 0.03. Multiply all of them. 8 9s are 72, 72 into 3. 3 2s are 6, 21, 216. Decimal after this, 2.16 pi square meters. So, the error in measuring the surface area of sphere is going to be 2.16 pi square meters when the error in the radius was 0.03. So, we find that the problems of this particular exercise are quite simple. Most of them are based upon this formula, and some problems are based upon this formula where you are just finding out the error. So, by remembering these two, using appropriate formula, we can solve the problems. Before we wind up, yesterday we were discussing about tangents and normals, and while doing tangents and normals, we came across a particular problem, 18th problem of the textbook, which said for the curve y equal to 4x cube minus 5x square, not x square, x to the power 5, 2x to the power 5. Find all points at which the tangents passes through origin. We only discussed about the problem and I asked you to solve the problem. Later on, another boy happened to ask the problem when I was doing. He found it little difficult to understand. So, I thought you also may have the similar kind of difficulty. So, I thought I will do the problem based upon what we discussed yesterday. We know the function. We want to find out slope of the tangent. What is the slope of the tangent? Nothing but the derivative. So, find out dy by dx. What this problem is all about? Try understanding it. Suppose here we have a curve. You have drawn a tangent at some point. Let us say we have drawn a tangent and it so happens that this tangent is passing through the origin. If you take it as x-axis, y-axis, this has the function fx, this has a tangent line, we can see that it is passing through origin. This is the problem. Now read the problem, we will understand better. For the curve, this is the function. Find all points at which the tangent passes through origin. We have seen one point. The curve can be in a different way. There may be more than one points where the tangents are drawn and all the tangents are passing through origin. He says find all such points. You can take one point and different values of that will give you the different points. Let us say, for our understanding sake, let us say P was the point. You can take anything as coordinates. Let us say A, B are the coordinates of the point. Let P, A comma B is a point on the curve where the tangent drawn passes through origin. Where the tangent is drawn, when we draw the tangent, it passes through origin. We need to know what is that point. He has given the function. We have found out the slope. Dy by dx is nothing but the slope. We need to know the point A and B. Since A, B, or you can say P, lies on the curve, we can say that it will satisfy the equation of the curve. So, we can say that B is equal to, wherever x and y are there, substitute A and B, you will get 4a cube minus 2a to the power 5. This you can take it as one equation. Recollect the equation of tangent we discussed yesterday. What was the equation of tangent? The equation of the tangent was y minus y1, recollect the equation, y minus y1 is equal to dy by dx into x minus x1. What is this point x1, y1? Where the tangent is drawn. So, x1 and y1 here in our case are a, b. So, what you will get? Equation of tangent at P, that is at A comma B. What it is going to be? Y minus B is equal to dy by dx into x minus A. This is the equation of tangent at AB. He says this tangent is passing through origin. What happens if a line passes through origin? The coordinates of that point will satisfy the equation of the line. Since it passes through origin, that is 0 comma 0, we can say that 0 minus b is equal to dy by dx. Dy by dx is how much? 12x square minus 10x to the power 4 into x minus a, that is 0 minus a. Is this clear? In this equation, in place of x and y, we substituted 0, 0 because the line is passing through origin. So, y is replaced by 0, x is replaced by 0. Simplify it, you get b, this 0 you remove it. So, this minus and this minus will get cancelled. You will get b is equal to 12x square minus 10x to the power 4. You take this as second equation. Compare first and second. First one is also giving you b, second one is also giving you b. So, both are equal. So, equate each of them, you will get 4a cube, sorry, yes, this is the value of b. So, 4a cube minus 2a to the power 5, sorry, here also we have to substitute a and b. Substitute the values, equal to 12a square minus 10a to the power 4. Get all the terms to one side. This is b value is this, b value is this. So, substitute, you will get 4a cube minus 2a to the power 5 is equal to 12a square minus 10a to the power 4. There is small mistake which has happened. Just let us find out the mistake. This is the derivative 12x square minus 10a to the power 4, and the equation of the curve is 4x cube. So, it is passing through AB. So, 4a cube minus 2a to the power 5. Yes, the mistake is here. While writing second equation, we have not multiplied with a. So, multiply with a. Multiply with a. Negative sign we have cancelled, but we have not multiplied. So, it becomes 12. This has to be replaced by a. So, it will become a. So, it will become 12a cube minus 10a to the power 5. Yes. A cube minus 10a to the power 5. Now collect the terms, a cube with a cube, a to the power 5 with a to the power 5, minus 10a to the power 5, if you bring this side it will become 8a to the power 5, 4a cube if you take it to other side it will become 8a cube. 8 and 8 gets cancelled, get a cube this side, you will get a to the power 5 minus a cube equal to 0. In other terms, if you take a cube common, a square minus 1 equal to 0. So, if you simplify this equation, it can be written as a cube, a plus 1, a minus 1 equal to 0. You get 3 values because product of 3 terms is 0, either a equal to 0. When you equate a plus 1 with 0, you get a equal to minus 1. When you equate a minus 1 with 0, you get a equal to 1. So, there are 3 points, a is 0, a is minus 1, a is 1. Simultaneously find out the value of b by substituting in the function. If you substitute a equal to 0 in this or here in any way, you will get b. So, substitute 0, you are going to get b equal to 0. Substitute a equal to minus 1. So, it will be minus 4 plus 2. Minus 4 plus 2 will give you minus 2. Substitute a equal to 1, you will get 4 minus 2, 2. Hence, points are 0, 0, minus 1, minus 2 and 1, 2. So, there are 3 such points. When tangents are drawn at those points, they will pass through origin. So, this is the solution of this particular problem, and this problem, even though it appears to be very simple, but it involves lot of calculations. So, we have solved that particular problem. So, I am sure other problems of the exercise on tangents and normal, you have found it very simple. By using the equation of tangent, equation of normal, you could have solved. This problem happens to be somewhat different, so we have solved it. With this, we come to a close of tangents, normals and approximation. In the next session, we are going to take the last topic on application of derivatives, and that happens to be the most important topic of this particular chapter called maxima minima. So, we look forward for the next session. Thank you. Sai Ram.